Good morning, everyone. Another 5-minute leadership tips. This is Dr. David Reddig. It's always hard for me to decide what to talk about, to be honest with you, not because I don't have a lot of content, but because most of my leadership coaching is I meet one-on-one with people and they tell me a situation they're going through, and I try to coach them in a relevant way to the material they're going. And I'm sort of doing this in a vacuum, throwing this out to you. So it's challenging to know what you're facing in the moment. But one thing that I consistently hear from leaders is the challenge of feedback, and how do I get better feedback, and how do I get objective feedback, and how do I respond to negative feedback. So um, I will tell you one of the reasons that employees often struggle to provide feedback to their bosses is it's actually twofold. First off, it's psychological safety. So psychological safety is the concept of, do you feel safe saying something without fear of retribution? And this is more of a cultural thing. It's organizationally rather than you individually. So you might say, well, I always want my employees to feel safe giving me feedback, and I encourage them to give me negative feedback. Put yourself in a position. Let's say that your boss, imagine for a moment that your boss did something, said something snide, or really minimized some work you had done in front of other people, or had somehow publicly embarrassed you. And it hurt. It hit you in a deep and meaningful way. Now, I want you to really put yourself in that situation. Try to imagine that. And then try to imagine walking in your boss's office and saying to them, hey, the thing you said to me, the thing you said earlier in front of all those other people, that really hurt. That wasn't true. Um, it was unfair of you to say that, and I didn't appreciate it. How do you feel right now? How you feel is how your employees feel, because psychological safety is an organizational cultural trait, not an individual trait. They may feel psychologically, you may promote all sorts of psychological safety within your little group. But if the organization is not one of psychological safety, the way you feel is the way your employees will feel, the challenge that they have to overcome. And so, how do you get better feedback? Well, so assuming there's not a psychological safety issue, the other challenge for employees providing feedback to their boss is that they often think in relative terms to other bosses. I used to have employees tell me all the time, "You're the best boss I've ever had. You're amazing. You're," and like, you don't understand. I don't want to be the best boss you've ever had. I want to be the best version of me. And so, whatever I'm doing, um, um, I want to do it better. I want to make myself better. I've come up with a fun way to help walk people through that. And we only have about 30 seconds left, so we're not going to address it today, but I promise I'll address it next time. And if you're ever looking for a leadership coach, or you know somebody who's looking for a leadership coach, please send them my way. I have space for a couple new clients, and would love to help you become the leader you want to be. Thanks.